my friend, Lisa Ho. Lisa Ho, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. Like she said, my friend.
Cooking in the kitchen, cooking in the kitchen, cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, you can find me cooking in the kitchen. I put out my rollie on my wrist and I whip it out and whip it.
Welcome to my YouTube channel! Guys, I'm sorry for being very inconsistent. I'm gonna do better. But please hit the subscribe button. I'm open to any comments. Also leave a comment and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Anyway, today on my YouTube channel, guys, not only am I going to be making one of my favorite meals, I'm also having one of my favorite people. Okay, guys, this is my friend Lisa Ho.
Hi guys. So like she said, my name is Lisa Ho. Cynthia and I have been friends
For a long time.
very long
I
time.
can't even count back. Probably, but I don't want to expose our ages.
Yeah, actually,
so I'm not going to tell you.
Surely we're not at that age.
No, we are.
Oh,
We're too old.
okay, cool. Yeah. We've known each other for a very long time. We come from Rafi game together. Yeah, I mean, we were separated for a while. I mean, I was in uni.
Yeah, so we went to uni, but well, actually we're both in Gauteng. We don't have an excuse. But yeah, so she was in UP, I was at UJ. So I think during that time we kind of grew apart, but kind of found our way back together. So let's get cooking. As we cook, we're just going to talk about friendships. I think it's very important for people to just kind of get a feel of the different friendships that exist, and also to touch on other people's friendships. You know,
just the different kind of friendships that are out there, how people navigate friendships in this time, especially like expectations during the lockdown. It's a lot.
Anyway, I'm gonna quickly tell you guys my ingredients that I'm gonna be using here today. We are gonna make a meatball pasta. I was gonna make chicken curry, but lady over here is just tired of eating chicken, so we're just gonna quickly have a breakdown of what I'm making. So I have pasta, mushrooms, tomatoes, fresh cream, and this is actually boerewors, but because I didn't have mince, I had to improvise.
Try to plan.
Guys, I also want to let people know in the kitchen you can always make a plan. Like literally look into your fridge and you'll always make a plan for whatever you want to make. So I have some peppers and then spices, and then we'll take you through the process.
You know what? Something that I really learned this year is that it's very important to communicate. It's very important to communicate expectations in any kind of relationship.
100%.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't communicate with your friends, they don't know what it is that they need from you. And that can be very hazardous. Like, things that aren't communicated are probably the worst things that come up.
100%.
100%.
And you know, for me, it's been quite difficult because, you know, in as much as communication is important, I'm really learning that a lot of people struggle with communication. And I'm very confrontational. People either hate me or love for it. A lot of hate. But for the most part, I'm very, very confrontational. And I think I'm learning to not always, you know how they say not everything should be a battle or pick your battles? I think I'm learning that in as much as communication is important, it's also important to know how the other person communicates.
And you know what? I think also friendships need to be a little bit more forgiving. You know, we have expectations and that's fine, but things change, especially now we've grown up. We've been friends now for about 11, 12 years, and we can't be what we were to each other even 5 years ago. As things continue, as things grow, we need to also change up our expectations of each other.
Do you think you're an effective communicator in your friendships?
No, look, I have accepted, actually no, I haven't accepted.
And that's what I was going to say. The problem is that so many of us are so content with that, you know? People are content with saying,
you have your identity.
I've accepted that I am a bad communicator and that's me. And for me, that's something that bothers me because I feel like it's so important for everyone to work on yourself. Work on yourself. And not only for the benefit of yourself, but work on yourself for the benefit of those you love, you know?
That's so true.
I think,
you know what, when I first started that sentence, I think what I really meant was that sometimes I do struggle to communicate because a lot of my friends, especially us, the girls from Muffy Gaming, a lot of you guys are extroverts, and I don't think that you guys were very cognizant of how introverted I was actually. And sometimes when I ghost or when I go into a shell, it's really less of a communication area, but like a introversion thing. And I have, of course, learned how to communicate that more, to say, if I'm going through something, I don't have to ghost completely. I can just send a thumbs up. But that's something that requires prior negotiation for me to tell my friends, okay, sometimes I just don't feel like talking. Sometimes I just need to go into this rock.
100%.
And you're gonna need me to tell you that I'm okay, because of course you're worried and care about me, and I'm just gonna send you a leaf emoji. And when I send you a leaf emoji, that means I'm good, leave me alone.
And I think that's, if I learned that and know that's how you are, because I'm the type, if I'm going through something, I don't want to be left alone. I'm not the type who wants to be left alone, let me figure it out. I'm the type to, I want my friends to be like, hey friend, I'm coming over with a bottle of wine, let's talk, you know? And that's what I'm realizing, a lot of communication barriers is because we just don't know how the next person is.
That's so true.
So what works for me, I assume should work for Leseho. And that's why I get upset. Like, no, Leseho, I want to be there. But you're like, listen, I really want to be alone.
Yeah, you know, it's so important, because this is something I also, it's resurfaced again with one of my friends, and it usually resurfaces in situations like this, like grief and loss.
Yeah.
So how do different people handle that? So some of my other friends will need you to constantly be checking on them all constantly.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like a bother.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, can you just give me space to deal with this?
Sure.
And I'll come to you when I need you. And it's not great for my extroverted friends.
Yeah, it also comes from a place of being selfish, because I'm just like, when you need me, only when you need me, and then I avail myself, you know? And it's like, it's small things like that I think definitely need to be communicated.
It's like
sorry about that, guys.
It's like a fundamental misunderstanding, because it's the way, it's like inherently how different we are.
100%.
And this is every single time that she and I fight, it's about this.
Nothing
Anything. Like, it will be masked in other issues, but it's always just about
100%.
you saying, I need to be there, and me saying, no, when I'm going through something, I need to be alone.
100%. Okay guys, back to the cooking for a minute. So what I have been doing, I have spiced my meatballs with the spices that I mentioned earlier. A lot of people put egg to bind it. However, I feel like my avocado oil does that for me. So if you guys want to add egg in it to kind of bind it together, you're more than welcome to do that. I personally am not going to do that, only because I don't like eggs. So I don't even want it in my food or anywhere else. My water has come to a boil, so I'm just going to cook the pasta quickly, and then we'll get started with the continuation of the meatballs. So I've done my boerie balls, that's what I'm calling them, only because I use boerie balls instead of like mince. But I have my boerie balls here. They are little, as I showed you, I don't use eggs, but you just put them in small balls. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to brown them in some oil. From here, we're going to start adding your pepper and your onion and my mushrooms, and then I'm just gonna bring it all together by putting back the meatballs, adding some cream, letting that simmer a bit, mixing it with my pasta, and there you go, guys. It's a very easy dish, but it's gonna taste so divine because we're using boerie balls instead of mince, so it's gonna taste absolutely amazing. I can't wait. Whatever. So we're gonna put a bit of that. This is just obviously just gonna give it a little kick, and then I'm gonna use some chili powder here. I don't know. Are you into chili, my friend?
Not too much.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a bit of chives. If you have fresh chives, you will obviously put that later at the end of the dish. But I love the flavor chives bring to a dish. Then we're gonna put some sweet basil, and then a bit of your, obviously, your Italian herbs. Once that's done, I don't know if you smell the aroma, my friend.
Oh, so it smells so good.
Yeah. Once this is done, all I'm gonna do now is allow it to cook just for like 2 to 3 minutes. Allow all the spices to kind of infuse together. Once that's done, we add our meatballs, add our cream, and voila!
Yes, yes, then it's yummy time.
Yeah. Yeah. So our food is done and we are wrapping up. Thank you so much for coming, Isabel. It was so lovely having you here.
Thank you for this. Was a great catch up. We hadn't spoken in so long.
Yeah, well, yes.
Yeah, but this has been refreshing.
It has been.
I'm happy to actually see you and see that you're okay and that you've survived and that you're alive.
100%.
Yeah, yummy guys. We're gonna enjoy this so much.
Yes, we
I
are.
hope. Yeah, I wish you guys good luck when they're making it. I'm gonna make this when I miss you, friend.
100%, please do. So yeah, guys, there we have it. So guys, please don't forget again to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. It's not a promise, but yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Please share it, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Cece's Faves.